Now that I've made a lot of Plat, this is the part where some people say, Voodoo, Plat's stupid. There's nothing to do with it. You're stupid, Voodoo. Well, let's see what we can do with our stupid Plat. I'm going to show you what you can do with your stupid Plat. I'm going to go to the auctioneer, and I'm going to search for a few things. The first thing I'm going to do is look at the collectibles. Let's see what we got. If there's anything interesting today. You can get large Eberron Dragonshards, 2 of them for 1.5 million. And you can get things like ethereal rush shrines. When you trade those in, those are rush shrines that you can pop down in a quest that everybody gets to use. There's something you can do with, let's see, 2.8 million of your stupid Plat. You can get 4 large Eberron Dragonshard fragments and trade 3 of them at a collectibles trader and get an ethereal rush shrine. So when your quest goes sideways and everybody's out of mana and everybody's out of clickies and everybody's out of action boosts, you can be the hero and put a shrine down in the quest anywhere you want for everybody to use. But wait, there's more. You can't use those in raids, by the way, just in case you've never heard of an ethereal rush shrine. There are some more larges that you can spend your stupid Plat on. How about that? Look at that. Look at all these collectibles that you could buy if you needed them for Caneth crafting. You get some shield fragments if you need to seal the Black Abbot. You know, you can trade in a complete shield or Tome of Legends for a seal if you need to upgrade your Quiver of Alacrity or something. You know, if they're small Eberron Dragonshard fragments, you can trade those for 10% XP pots. If you have medium Eberron Dragonshard fragments, which I see those too, you could trade those for 20% XP pots. All right, let's take a look at item augments next. We're going to filter out the level 1 stuff so we don't get a bunch of filigrees in the search results. And we're going to see what kind of augments there are. Sometimes you can find some nice augments for Plat. There's a Lunar Gem of Swift Charging for 2 million Plat. What do you want from me? There's a Solar Gem of Repair Amplification, Legendary, for 2 million Plat. Look at that. There's a level 32 Sapphire of Repair Amplification for 2 million Plat. That's the highest level Repair Amplification Sapphire. You could buy a Sapphire Monarch Fortification and get 75% Fortification at level 4 for 800,000 Plat. You get a Sapphire of Heavy Fortification. That's 100% Fort at level 8. That's better than you get on named gear. You can get a Sapphire Good Luck +2 for 770,000 Plat. And you can get this other one for 666,000 Plat. I love Sapphires of Good Luck +2. I mean, I think Good Luck belongs on all your gear sets, guys. This is an essential, you know, there's +3 available at endgame, but this is great for epic leveling. Everybody can have Good Luck on their gear set. If you don't have it on a piece of gear, augment that. That's plus, that, you know, that right there is +2 to all saves and +2 to all skill checks. You know, and if you get the +3 out of Saltmarsh, then that's +3 to all saves and +3 to all skill checks. Don't you like saves and skills? I do. Okay, now let's open it back up to level 1. So we include filigrees, but we're just going to search the rare filigrees. Look at this. We got 3 pages of rare filigrees that we can buy for stupid Plat. Wow. Don't you like rare filigrees? I hear Deadly Rain is popular among range tunes, but there's already bid to max. But yeah, look at that. Some Dragon Souls there. Elemental Avatar, Constitution. You're not going to read all these. Techno Mage, you know, I'm not going to read all these, but look at all that. There's all kinds of rare filigrees you can buy for Plat. How about that? We're going to search some other items too. Any Jeweler's Toolkits? Sometimes you see those for Plat. There's one right there. You can get a Jeweler's Toolkit for 2 million Plat. You know, you want to pop out an augment that you really like right there. I mean, a Jeweler's Toolkit for any amount of Plat is worth it. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it because, hell yeah, I know how to make more Plat. Plat's easy. I just showed you how to do it right before this, right? That was a smoking deal. I just got a jeweler's toolkit for 2 million plat. Cacao. What do you want from me? You know, people are like, oh, Plat's stupid. What, you don't like rare filigrees and jeweler's toolkits? What, you don't like ethereal rush shrines and 10 and 20% XP pots that you can get for small, medium, and large Eberron Dragonshard fragments? Okay, what else are we going to look for? I don't know. Are there any fossilized dinosaur bones? There you go. You can get 20 T-Rex teeth for 2 million plat. Any bleak ingredients? Probably not, but hey, you know, you can search, you know what I'm saying? Any cards? Look at that. There's some cards. I mean, they're terribly overpriced, but it's just plat, right? Anything else? Level 21 and up named items, okay? That's a great plat sync. If you have so much plat, if you're one of those players like, I have 77,000 plat cap tunes, Voodoo, and there's nothing to do with plat, nothing at all whatsoever, then just give it all to me. Just give it all to me, please. I will be happy to spend your plat on all this stuff. Okay, now I'm going to let you... You won't believe this one weird trick that the devs don't want you to know. And this is the trick that makes other players hate Voodoo. Did you know that these items right here that look like random gen items are actually, thanks to spaghetti code, are treated as named items? Yes, those blue border items that come out of like Wayloon and Stormhorn end rewards, those are coded like named items, and you can feed these to your sentient weapons. Okay, so the reason why I'm going to look at level 21 and up in named items is because those are worth a good amount of sentient XP. Just in case you're not familiar with the way sentient XP works, you get an amount, when you feed a named item to your artifact or your sentient weapon, you get an amount of XP equal to the level of the item if the item is level 1 through 20. If the item is level 21 through 27, it's 5 times its level in sentient XP. So a level 22 item would be worth 110 sentient XP. If the item is level 28 or higher, like this one, it's worth 10 times its level in sentient XP. So this item would be worth 280 sentient XP, and you could bid 400,000 of your plat on that. Okay? We got 17 pages. We can just quickly look through all the named items. I got it searching for 21 and up. I'm just looking at the named items. There's usually a bunch. There's usually a bunch. And then you can spend something that you think is stupid, your plat, on something that you probably value, like sentient XP that you get by feeding named items to your sentient weapon. And there's another one of those weirdly coded blue border items that would be 280 sentient XP that you could get for 2 million plat. Here's a Siren Guard, okay? This would be worth 280 sentient XP for 750,000 plat. You don't like sentient XP? Is that what you're telling me when you say there's nothing to do with plat? Because I never run out of things to do with my plat. You just have to know what to look for. You could buy this Forgotten Light. That would be 125 sentient XP for 750,000 plat. But that's overpriced. Yeah, it is. But you think plat's stupid anyways, so go ahead and blow it, because you're going to get sentient XP for your stupid plat. Look at that. You could get 280 sentient XP for 2 million plat. What do you want from me? Okay? So empty all your 77,000 plat cap tunes and buy this stuff. 1.5 million for 130,000 plat. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at this. You could buy this Prison Break. That's 135 sentient XP for 600,000 plat. You could buy this Prismatic Cloak. That's 280 sentient XP for 2 million plat. You could buy these Nether Grasps. That's 125 sentient XP for 750,000 plat. You could buy this Jeweled Cloak. I mean, that's a good item right there. I use that as an endgame spell absorption item for 2 million plat. Or you could just feed it to your sentient weapon for 125 sentient XP for 2 million plat. See all this stuff you can do with your plat, folks? Shadow Mail, that's 115 sentient XP. You could bid 140,000 plat on that. Shield of Mourning, that's 280 sentient XP for 2 million plat. Swaling Blade. There's 120 Sentient XP for 600,000 Plat. Slaver's Hand Crossbow. That's 105 Sentient XP for 900,000 Plat. Wall of Wood. There's 120 Sentient XP for 750,000 Plat. What do you want from me? I just gave you something to do with like 50 million Plat, guys. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with your Plat when you know what to look for in the auction house. And now I'm going to include some links for how you can increase your haggle and make more Plat. And if you didn't know about that, you can get 10 and 20% XP pots for small and medium Eberron Dragonshards, as well as rest of the Eladrin statuettes and ethereal rest shrines for smalls and large. I'm going to give you a link to that too. And if you don't know, now you know.